Fashion comebacks, retro styles rocking 2020s. Hey fashion lovers! Today we're diving into some fabulous fashion comebacks. You know, fashion is like a revolving door. What's old becomes new again. We're taking a trip down memory lane and exploring the styles that have made a major return. Grab your vintage vibes and let's get started. First up, let's talk about bell-bottoms. These iconic pants were in the 1970s. Can you imagine the era of disco without a good pair of bell-bottoms? They just scream free-spirited bohemian rhapsody. After a brief hiatus, they sashayed their way back into the 1990s during the grunge era. And guess what? They're back again. The late 2010s and early 2020s saw another resurgence of bell-bottoms. These days, you can dress them up, dress them down. They're incredibly versatile. Just remember, confidence is key when you're rocking those flares. Next, we're throwing it back to the 90s with chokers. These were edgy, cool, and oh so slightly rebellious. Remember those tattoo chokers? Everyone had one. They were a must-have for any self-respecting grunge or goth fashionista. But then, bam! The mid-2010s arrived and chokers were back with a vengeance. This time, they weren't just about black velvet and edgy vibes. We saw delicate chains, sparkling pendants, layered looks, you name it. From the streets to the red carpets, chokers were everywhere. They add a touch of cool to any outfit. Let's be honest, is there anything more flattering than a good pair of high-waisted jeans? They accentuate your waist, elongate your legs, and just make you feel amazing. And the best part is, they never really went out of style. They had their moment in the sun back in the 1980s, but even when other trends came and went, high-waisted jeans remained a closet staple for many. In the early 2010s, they exploded back onto the scene. Just pair them with a tucked-in top and your favorite shoes and you're good to go. Get ready to embrace your inner hippie because we're talking tie-dye. This trend is a blast from the past, and it never fails to make a statement. Back in the 60s and 70s, tie-dye was all about peace, love, and expressing your individuality. In the late 2010s and early 2020s, tie-dye made a triumphant return. We saw it on everything from t-shirts and hoodies to dresses and even accessories. And let's not forget the DIY tie-dye craze that swept the world during the lockdowns. Tie-dye is one of those trends that just makes you feel good. It's colorful, it's playful, and it's a little bit retro. Remember scrunchies, those soft, colorful hair ties that were everywhere in the 80s and 90s? Well, my friends, they're back. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. Scrunchies are like the comfy sweatpants of hair accessories. They're kind to your hair, they come in a million different colors and fabrics, and they just make you feel put together, even if you're having a bad hair day. In the late 2010s, scrunchies made a triumphant return, and they're here to stay. Whether you prefer velvet, silk, or good old-fashioned cotton, there's a scrunchie out there for everyone. Okay, let's talk power dressing, darling. And when I say power dressing, I mean oversized blazers. These babies were huge in the 1980s, and for good reason. They just exude confidence, sophistication, and a touch of don't mess with me attitude. In the late 2010s and early 2020s, they came back with a vengeance. This time around, they were a little more relaxed, a little more versatile. We saw them paired with everything from jeans and t-shirts to flowy dresses and even bike shorts. The key to rocking an oversized blazer is all about balance. Let's be real, some things never go out of style, and Doc Martens are definitely one of those things. These boots are iconic. They've been a staple in subcultures for decades, from punk and grunge to goth and even preppy. They first rose to fame in the 1990s as part of the grunge scene. Originally designed as a work boot, Docs quickly became a symbol of rebellion and individuality. Whether you're going for a tough, edgy look or a more polished, preppy vibe, Doc Martens can elevate any outfit. Pair them with ripped jeans and a band tee for a classic grunge look, or dress them up with a flowy dress and tights for a more unexpected twist. All right, everyone, it's time to embrace your midriff because crop tops are back. These little tops were everywhere in the 1990s, and they're making a serious comeback. Back in the 90s, it was all about pairing them with high-waisted jeans or skirts. Crop tops took a bit of a hiatus in the early 2000s, but they came roaring back in the early 2010s, and they haven't looked back since. There are so many different styles to choose from. Whether you prefer a fitted crop top, a flowy crop top, or even a cropped sweater, there's a style out there for everyone. Just remember, confidence is key when you're rocking a crop top. Okay, let's talk about a trend that's near and dear to my heart: Mom jeans. Yes, you heard me right. Those high-waisted, relaxed fit jeans that were everywhere in the late 80s and 90s are back, baby. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. Mom jeans are incredibly flattering, and they're so comfortable. They're like a warm hug for your legs. They had a bit of a resurgence in the mid-2010s, and they've been going strong ever since. Get ready to stand tall, fashion lovers, because platform shoes are back. These height-boosting wonders have a long and glamorous history, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. From the disco era of the 1970s to the rave scene of the 1990s, platform shoes have always made a statement. Platforms died down for a hot minute, but guess what? They're back. In the 2010s, platforms made a huge comeback, and they've been spotted on everyone from fashion icons to street-style stars. And the best part is, there's a platform shoe out there for every taste. And there you have it, fashion lovers. These amazing styles have stood the test of time and made incredible comebacks. Remember, fashion is all about having fun, expressing your individuality, and embracing what makes you feel confident. So, don't be afraid to rock those retro vibes. Which one of these comebacks is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fashion videos.